Imagine standing next to a roaring jackhammer or working inside a noisy factory for hours on end. The sound is constant, pounding against your eardrums, and every minute spent without hearing protection is a minute closer to permanent damage. But it doesn't have to be that way. Today, we're talking about hearing protection, the often overlooked but absolutely essential piece of personal protective equipment. We're going to explore why it matters, the different types available, common mistakes people make, and how to choose the right protection for your ears. Let's start with why hearing protection is so important. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, approximately 22 million workers are exposed to hazardous noise levels every year. Think about that. Millions of people, every single day, risking permanent hearing loss just by doing their jobs. And here's the thing, once your hearing is damaged, it's gone for good, there's no cure. But the good news? It's preventable with the right protection. So what are the main types of hearing protection? Earplugs are small, lightweight, and disposable. They fit snugly inside the ear canal, blocking out continuous noise like machinery or power tools. They're effective, but only if they're inserted correctly. Then we have earmuffs. These cover the entire ear, creating a seal that reduces noise levels. They're ideal for jobs with intermittent noise, or when you need to quickly put protection on and off. Some models even come with electronic components that let you communicate while still blocking out dangerous noise levels. Custom molded earplugs are another option. They're made to fit the unique shape of your ear, providing a higher level of protection and comfort. These are great for workers who spend long hours in high-noise environments. And then there are noise-canceling headsets. These are used in extremely loud settings like airports or industrial sites. They actively reduce ambient noise while still allowing you to hear important communications. Now let's talk about some common mistakes people make with hearing protection. One of the biggest mistakes is not wearing it consistently. Maybe a worker puts in earplugs when the noise level spikes, but takes them out when it seems quieter. But the damage doesn't just happen during the loudest moments. Continuous exposure to moderate noise can be just as harmful over time. Another mistake? Improper fit. Earplugs that aren't inserted correctly can leave gaps, letting dangerous noise slip through. And earmuffs that don't create a proper seal are practically useless. If the fit isn't right, neither is the protection. Then there's the issue of reusing disposable earplugs. They're designed for one-time use. Reusing them can introduce bacteria into the ear canal, leading to infections or irritation. Let's bring this to life with a real-world example. In 2019, a construction worker operating a jackhammer for several hours started to notice ringing in his ears. He wasn't wearing earplugs because he thought he'd tough it out. By the end of the shift, the ringing hadn't stopped. He was diagnosed with tinnitus, a condition that causes constant ringing or buzzing in the ears. And it's a condition that could have been completely avoided with a simple pair of earplugs. So how do you choose and maintain hearing protection? First, assess the noise level. Use a sound meter to measure the decibel level. If it's over 85 decibels, hearing protection is a must. No exceptions. Next, choose the right type. For continuous noise, earplugs are great. For intermittent noise, earmuffs work well. For extreme noise, consider noise-canceling headsets or a combination of earplugs and earmuffs. All right, let's talk about inspection before use. You need to check earmuffs for cracks, worn cushions, or loose fittings. Also, inspect earplugs for any tears or debris before inserting. Remember, if they're not in good condition, they're not going to protect you. Now, let's move on to inserting earplugs properly. Roll them tightly, insert them into the ear canal, and hold them there until they expand. If you can still hear normal conversation clearly, well, they're not inserted correctly. And finally, replace when necessary. Disposable earplugs are for one-time use only. Earmuffs should be replaced if the seal is broken or the cushions are worn down. And custom molded earplugs? Make sure to keep them clean and inspect them regularly for wear. Let me leave you with this. Your hearing is something you can never get back. Let me tell you by my own experience. I have the condition tinnitus. It's not a bed of roses. It affects my hearing 24 hours a day. It's most noticeable when my surroundings are the quietest. At times, it can make sleep difficult among other situations. Every loud noise without protection is a step closer to permanent damage. So, before your next shift, take a moment to check your hearing protection. Is it the right type for the job? Is it fitted properly? Is it in good condition? Do you have a personal hearing loss story? Tell us about it. Because at Safety Smart HQ, we believe that protecting your hearing isn't just about wearing earplugs. It's about wearing them every single time, one shift at a time. Hopefully, we'll hear you in the next video.